I started running on January 1st, 1968 because I wanted to get in better shape for baseball and basketball. And then I became a runner, and I've averaged 10 miles a day for 50 years. It's always hard. It never gets easier, it just gets faster.
Running long distance is one of the toughest sports to do. Yet, most people don't seem to realize it until they actually try it. On a regular practice, we first stretch. Then we get our instructions from either our coach John or from our team captain Mike.
Alright, feel good. Quiet down. Okay, so everybody's going to run 5 miles today. Run with someone, obviously, so nothing happens out there on the roads. And just have fun and enjoy each other's company. And let's get it going.
After that, we run the distance that they told us to run. Then we do our 100-meter sprints and go home.
We base our training off of weekly mileage. So right now, I am currently in the state of doing 10 weeks of aerobic strength buildup prior to the track season. So I'm doing 45 miles a week. Today I did only 6.5, but tomorrow I'm going to do more to balance it out.
We do that same workout for the next day, the day after that, and the next day for 5 days a week. Except on Mondays and Wednesdays, we go to a park called Orchid Ranch.
I can teach all you other guys a lot of stuff. And we do the majority of our hard work over at Orchid Ranch.
For those practices, we first run to the park. That's about a 1.5 mile run. And then we get our instructions from Coach John.
And then when you get over to the 400, we walk back over here, regroup, do it again. And we're going to do 8 of them. Okay, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a half an hour. But I'm going to give you a lot of rest so you can get, the more rest I give you, the more work you can do.
After we do what Coach John told us to do, we run back to school and call it a day.
Track at first, the first few weeks, it's really hard. But overall, people say it gets easier, but it actually just gets faster. And it's something you have to stay motivated to do. And you just have to inspire yourself every day to keep going.
However, one of the main reasons why most people who do this sport love this sport is not just because it's fun to run, but also this whole team treats each other and loves each other like a family.
Since I've started running competitively, I've been running competitively since about freshman year when I really the love for the sport took off, so yeah.
So the reason I decided to do track was because when I did cross country last semester, I made so many new friendships, so many long-lasting bonds, and I feel like I can move that onto track also and make more friendships. And I also want to contribute to the team because being in a team is fun.
This team is definitely family. Every time I come over and I talk to them, they're always so nice and they're always really welcoming, and no one's telling you any bad stuff. Everybody's like, oh, you're improving, you're doing really well.
All the hard work people on this team put into the practices eventually leads to track meet, the track equivalent to a football game.
We got our first race in 12 days now?
No,
Less, that's right.
10.
Yeah, 10
A week
days.
from Thursday.
A week from Thursday. Against the best team in Southern California, basically.
The way track meets work is that we are separated into 2 teams, the long distance and the short distance. Once the short distance finishes running all their races, it is time for the long distance to start their races. Their races consist of the 800, which is 2 laps around the track, then the 1600, which is 4 laps around the track, also known as the mile, and lastly the 3200, which is 8 laps around the track, also known as the 2 mile. This race is considered one of the hardest races to run in track, not just because you have to be able to run fast the whole entire way, but you also have to be able to conserve your energy for 8 laps. With Chaminade pulling off of one of the best performances we've ever had in 15 years, we are curious to know if we were finally able to beat one of the best teams in Southern California, Loyola.